Good day, Yu-Gi-Oh fans. This is MickTheRockstar, and good day, YouTube. I don't care if you guys don't like Yu-Gi-Oh. Alright, so today I'm going to be showing you a new deck that I just constructed. It's a deck that has nothing but monsters with 0 attack points. Alright, so this deck is mainly built with monsters that have 0 attack points but have nasty side effects. Especially with the purpose with Turbo Rocket and Turbo Boosters, my basic combo, so I can summon the Turbo Cannon. Which is a Synchro Monster, level 3, 0 attack, 0 defense, and then once per turn I can destroy a monster that's on my opponent's side of the field or on the field, and then inflict damage to my opponent equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. Okay, so this deck is basically loaded with cards that have multiple effects. For example, I even put in Reptilian Viper. So as soon as it is normal summon, I can select and take control of a face-up monster with 0 attack that my opponent controls. That is not likely to happen, but it's still a tuner which is useful to use. But still, I put in a card that's that has just been recently thrown out, Zero Force. That would work perfect if you summon a Viper on that turn, Reptilian Viper. Here is the good effect, is that when a face-up monster I control is removed from play, the attack of all face-up monsters on the field becomes 0. So let's say if I don't summon on the turn, then my opponent does something to remove my monsters from play. Reptilian Viper on my next turn, I take control of his monster. That's one of the many combinations that's in this deck. Let's see. This deck is still under construction. I mean, I have some Sarah Lotus, and it's not all that great, because during my end phase, it's good, because I can get a defense out really quick. So it's during my end phase, if I control no magic or trap cards, I can special summon this card from my graveyard in face-up attack position. And then I take 1,000 points of damage during each of my standby phase. So not all that good. So I still need to work on some things. Of course, I would put a good combo combo cards, as in Battle Fader, which can be summoned from my hand whenever my opponent does a direct attack, so I can place it and negate my attack onto the field. Yeah, it's special summoned from my hand at the end of the battle phase. Oh no, it's summoned from my hand and then it ends the battle phase. And let's see. I also put in cards that have question mark attack points, because it starts off with 0, but his attack becomes equal to the total level of all the monsters that's on the field, my side of the field, times 300. Let's see. Of course, I would put Dark Sea Rescue, because Dark Sea Rescue, of course, has 0 attack, 0 defense, but whenever it's sent to the graveyard as a synchro summon, then I can draw a card. All sorts of cards like this. In a deck like that, Wolfish Sheep's Clothing is always useful, because you can just reveal, when I take battle damage from an opponent's monster's direct attack, I can reveal a level 1 monster in my hand, and then special summon from my hand, and 1 monster with the same name from my deck, which is always useful. Another useful card that I put in here is the Unstable Evolution, so no matter what, is whether my life points are higher or lower, monsters with 0 attack points will have attack points. 1,000 or 2,400. 2,400 only if my life points are lower. And of course I would slip in, and I'm pretty sure that in the traditionals or advanced format, Thousand Eyes Restrict would be restricted from tournament play, but I did slip in Relinquish and Thousand Eyes Idol. And okay, since there are a couple of Fiend monsters in this deck, I of course put in a Goblin King, which gains 1,000 for each Fiend type monster that's on the field apart from himself. But alone it only has 0 attack. Zero Gardener, which is a good lifesaver. Protects all my monsters from being destroyed by battle if by just sacrificing it. And of course, in this kind of deck, I can also play U-Bell because it has 0 attack and 0 defense. The only cost is that I need to sacrifice a monster during each of my turn, or else I destroy this card. But when it's destroyed, I can play the U-Bell Terror Incarnate. I do not have the Ultimate Nightmare just yet, but it's still great cards to have in a deck with 0 attack points. And let's see what else. Yeah, there's not much else, but in this kind of deck, you want to be able to draw out lots of monsters, because monsters with low attack points and low levels are extremely easy to summon, like Turbo Boosters. So if I normal summoned on one turn, these guys can be special summoned from my hand really easily. And apart from that, it's not really much of a big sacrifice, so you can use Thunder Crash on these cards and then destroy all of them and inflict life points to your opponent times 300 for each of them destroyed. And since they are so easy praying and that your opponent will likely crush them very easily, Cemetery Bomb is always a good combat card. Apart from that, if you're building a deck like this, you might want to load up with cards that can stop your opponent's attacks or just protect your life points as much as you can. Apart from that, this kind of deck is great to protect. This kind of deck is great because most of your monsters are safe from trap holes, bottomless trap hole, and whatnot. But it's not safe from a Mirror Force or Dark Mirror Force or any other cards like that. So I'd still watch my ass if on that kind of stuff. So this is the zero attack point deck. I'll be giving you updates on what cards you should use in this deck, unless somebody else has made a better deck than this. That is a zero attack point deck. Just thought I'd be creative, and one more good card before I end this conversation here, or this video, is Pride of the Week. It's a good combination to use whenever you have a U-Bell or a Relinquished. Whenever a level 2 or lower monster you control destroys an opponent's monster by battle and sends it to the graveyard, if you have no cards in your hand, you can draw 2 cards, which is excellent to keep your hand fresh and to always have options during every one of your turns. Limit Reverse is also good. Anyways, I'm starting to babble around, so I'm just gonna end this video, and just a little thing for the pros, for pro duelists, because I know that only the pro duelists would be on YouTube. I would appreciate if you don't treat me like a noob, because I am only trying to do what you guys do, which is to show other players different kind of dueling options. So yeah, keep it cool, man. Alright, so I'll see you guys later.